Are you tired of trying to figure out how to actually make money online, especially now that AI is changing absolutely everything? Well, you're in the right place. In the next few minutes, we are going to cut through all the noise and give you a real actionable playbook for 2026. You've heard it all before, right? Hey, just try affiliate marketing, or you got to get into dropshipping. But let's be real for a second. Most of that advice is just tired. It's outdated. It doesn't work the way it used to, and you know it. And here's the thing you have to understand. The rules of the game have completely changed. So what we're going to share today is the new playbook. It's a framework built from the ground up for the AI-powered world we're all living in right now. So here's how we're going to break it all down. First, we'll talk about why the old rules are totally broken. Then I'm going to give you a trash filter to help you instantly spot the bad ideas. After that, we'll dive into the easy path to get that first bit of cash, then the pro path to building real wealth, and finally, we'll cover the one mistake that just ruins everything. Let's get into it. Okay, so why are the old rules broken? Well, it's because they don't give you a way to tell a good idea from a terrible one in today's world. To fix that, we're going to introduce a really simple 4-bucket system. This is the only mental model you're going to need to navigate 2026. Just take a look at this. We've organized pretty much every online business idea into 4 simple buckets: trash, easy, medium, and hard. Now, notice how the income potential just skyrockets as you move up the ladder, but so do the difficulty and the time it takes. You really want to keep this map in your head because we're about to break down each one, starting with the most important bucket of all. All right, first things first. And honestly, this is the most critical part. Let's talk about the trash bucket. See, this isn't just about what you should do, it's about what you should not do. Learning to spot these dead-end ideas is the absolute first step to making any real progress. So, what's actually in the trash bucket? Well, you've got things like NFT flipping or day trading, basically anything where a beginner is way more likely to lose money than make it. Then you have stuff like multi-level marketing schemes and, crucially, tasks that AI can now just do better and for free, like basic data entry. Even things that used to be popular, like print on demand, are so incredibly crowded now, it's almost impossible to make it end. And this quote it nails the problem perfectly. Trying to pursue these ideas is literally like trying to drive a car across the ocean. It's not about trying harder or pushing the gas pedal more. You're just using the wrong vehicle for the journey. You're basically set up to fail before you even start. So here's a super practical filter you can use for any idea. Before you jump into anything, just ask these 3 simple questions. Number 1, is AI already replacing this? 2, is this entire industry shrinking? And 3, is it way easier to lose money here than to make it? If you get a yes to any of those, just run, move on. Okay, now that you know what to run away from, let's talk about where to actually start. We call this the easy path. And look, this is not about getting rich overnight. It's about getting that first win, building some real-world skills, and just getting some momentum going. So what does this actually look like? We're talking about high-demand services that you can learn pretty quickly. Things like short-form video editing for creators, setting up AI chatbots for local businesses, or even creating user-generated content for brands. The key here is that businesses are absolutely desperate for these skills right now. And the plan to get started is so simple, it's almost silly. Step 1, create an offer that's based on an outcome. So don't say, I'll work for 10 hours, say, I'll get you 10 qualified leads. See the difference? And step 2, just commit to reaching out to just one potential client every single day. That's it. That kind of focus is what gets you paid. All right, so once you've gotten your feet wet on the easy path and you're making some money, it's time to level up. This is the pro path. And this is where you stop just earning a living and you start building real, actual wealth. But it requires a huge shift in how you think. This right here, this is probably the single most important shift you can make. On the easy path, you get paid to do tasks. But on the pro path, you get paid for outcomes. We're talking revenue, growth, efficiency. You stop being just a service provider and you become a growth partner. That is how you unlock the really big money. So in this medium tier, you start solving much bigger problems. For example, instead of just writing content, you build an AI content agency that scales up production for other companies. Or instead of just doing a few tasks, you create an automation agency that builds entire systems for other businesses. You could even build a tiny software tool, a micro SaaS, that solves one very specific problem for a niche, like a scheduling tool just for dentists. You're solving much more valuable problems.
And then finally, we get to the hard bucket. Now, this is where true empires are built. And yeah, it often takes years. This isn't about providing a service anymore. This is about building and owning assets. We're talking about building your own scalable software product, or maybe investing your own money into other promising AI founders, or even buying an existing small business and just optimizing the heck out of it with AI. This is the long game for sure.
So, how do you actually get there? Well, the path to building something huge usually follows a pretty clear progression. First, you take a skill and you tie it to a fast growing industry. Then, you systematize what you do so it doesn't totally depend on you working 24/7. From there, you build a small, incredible team to help you scale. And finally, you start using content in your personal brand to attract opportunities to you so you're not always chasing them.
But you know what? None of this matters. Not the easy path, not the pro path, none of it if you fall for the single biggest trap that destroys more entrepreneurs and more businesses than anything else.
So, what is it? What's the number one reason that most people just give up or never get any traction? It's not because they don't have good ideas, and it's not because they don't have enough skill.
It's this shiny object syndrome, that constant nagging temptation to jump from one great idea to the next new thing every few weeks. You switch from one bucket to another, you reset all your progress, and you never ever stay in the game long enough to actually win.
The antidote is so simple, but man, it is not easy. You have to commit. Commit to one path, one idea for 1,000 days. That's it. That kind of focused, relentless consistency is the single biggest difference between the people who make it and everyone else who's just constantly starting over.
At the end of the day, you can achieve almost anything you want to. You just can't do everything all at once. The real separator in 2026 is going to be the people who just pick a path, show up, do the work, and commit. So the only real question left is, what will you commit to?